Hello and welcome to the Hawkins Hellfire Collective. I'm Devin Grubb.
And I'm Zach Grubb.
And today we are talking about the one, the only, Boobles Noobles. Bob Newby.
Superhero. Boobles Noobles.
Boobles Noobles.
Good Lord.
I'm sorry.
No. There's nothing to apologize for here.
We have to try to make it a full episode here, so,
It's true. We each have half a page because he's only in for one season. We do. We have to banter.
You know what, though? Like, he is great because it's Sean Astin, so...
I don't know that Bob's presence would have been felt throughout the show past season 2 if it wasn't for Sean Astin.
If it was a different actor that played him, yeah.
They literally said, who's the most likable person we could possibly get? They nailed it. And then they killed Samwise Gamgee in front of us.
And gruesomely, too.
Gruesomely. I vaguely recall him in an interview talking about how he loved it.
I was just gonna say that, like, he wanted it to be that way. Like, he didn't want it to be this, like, passing thing. Like, no, he wanted it to be, like, graphic. Because it is graphic.
It's one of the grosser deaths on the show.
What was I gonna say? I don't know that, like, I could see anybody else playing him.
I can't. No, not at all. I don't know that anyone else...
He just, like, brought what I feel like Bob needed.
He brought the character alive.
The perfect amount of nerd.
Yeah. But, like, it's not just nerd.
No.
It's warmth.
Yes.
It's warmth that character needed to work in the show.
Yes. And, like, I feel like we're probably going to talk about it a little bit when we, like, fully start to discuss Bob. But, like, he brought the genuine caring and, like, want and need to try to make things better for this family that he became a part of.
Yeah. That he kind of really wanted to slide into the role too. Like, he...
Yeah.
Throughout his time on the show, he talks about how lucky he is to be with Joyce. Like, he knew her in high school, but she didn't know who he was. Yeah. Which, we'll talk about it, but they basically retconned their history together. But anyway, like, he just feels so lucky to be with her in any way at all. And, like, it never comes off as an ego trip for Joyce.
No.
Like, it's genuine affection from both of them.
From both sides, yeah. From both parties. And, like...
I'm gonna say something maybe mildly controversial here.
Huh?
I kind of think her chemistry with Sean Astin was better than her chemistry with David Harbour.
Controversial? Yes. I don't disagree.
Yeah.
Not to say that she doesn't, like, that...
Yeah.
They don't have chemistry, because they absolutely do. Season 3 is... The two of them together is phenomenal. But she has really, really good chemistry with Sean Astin. And it shows with every scene that they're in together. Like, even when he's super dorky, like, she'll, like, look at him like, wow, you're being dorky, but, like, I kind of really like it.
Like, wow, this is terrible, and I love it.
And I love it, right. All right, so I guess let's get into it.
Let's get into it. He is a massive overcorrection for Joyce romantically. That's not necessarily a bad thing in this case, but she went from her ex-husband, Lonnie, who was just a complete and utter piece of crap, to the nicest man who ever lived.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mr. Radio Shack himself.
He's so sweet. He's just so sweet.
Like... And, like, when they introduce him, they're, like, making out in the closet.
Yeah.
And he's like, this is insane. I love, like, this is fantastic. It's like, he's just so happy to be there.
She's like, what, we're just kissing in a closet? He's like, yeah, but I don't kiss in closets.
Yeah.
This is not what I do.
So, okay. I'm gonna say let's talk about this now because it's brought up immediately.
In like
their first real conversation.
Yep. I have it at the top of my page.
So they went to high school together, same as with Hopper. But he says right out of the gate that she had no idea who he was in high school. Yeah, he
said in high school you didn't know who I was.
Yes. And we are meant to take that literally because her reaction isn't like, oh, I knew you. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, like it's, because we're led to believe, at least with the show, that she was, I don't want to say she was like popular, but like.
But she was wanted?
Right.
Like
People knew her.
People didn't only know her, like she was considered one of the hot chicks, it seems like.
Yeah.
Maybe she didn't see herself that way, but Bob makes it seem that way.
Right. And honestly, even Hopper does a little bit when they talk, when like they have their little like moments where they talk about their past.
I will say, like, if that's just Bob's way of seeing things, I get it. But you're right. It's kind of implied with Hopper too.
Yeah.
So I think we can reasonably say that that is true.
Yeah.
Now, stage show. We see all these characters in high school. Apparently, Bob, Joyce, and Hopper are the original Hawkins crew.
Yeah,
investigating the supernatural.
They did all the investigations. Or the investigating of what was going on.
And we've talked in previous episodes, I think we brought it up in Hopper's a lot, that...
We haven't had a Hopper episode yet.
Oh, no, you're right. We haven't. Maybe we didn't talk about this that much. Because we didn't talk about it much for Joyce.
We didn't bring it up for Joyce. So we've talked about this before. It's irrelevant when.
Right. Now we're talking about it when it's relevant.
Yeah.
This retcon makes no sense. They made it so that these three characters have a history together beyond just we were in high school. It creates this weird dynamic where they've all experienced the supernatural pretty intensely if you watch the stage show. And, Hopper doesn't believe Joyce that something weird is going on. Joyce is acting like this has never happened before. Like she's never experienced anything supernatural. And
then when Bob gets brought into this, he's like, "What is happening? Like this is so weird. Like what is going on?" But
he's on board.
But still,
if anything, Bob's reaction works best with this retcon because he kind of jumps right in.
Yeah. But he still doesn't know, like the fact that none of them are privy to any kind of possible supernatural things happening is what is kind of so out there, considering what they did
in high school,
according to the stage show.
I think that's important to keep in mind, and I want to I think the point of this is that we're calling out the fact that she absolutely knew who he was in high school. If we're to go by the stage show,
if we're gonna go by the route that the stage show is canon and what actually happened, then she did know him in high school.
And I hate to do that. I really do hate to treat this as if it's canon to the show, but they kind of forced us to.
They said it.
They said it was and it wasn't like with the books where they're like, unless we retcon it. No, this is legit. This is part of our show, and it's canon. It's important.
Yeah.
So, it's another example of them just not paying attention to what they did in previous seasons before writing new things. Bob is supposed to be this person who had very little connection to Joyce outside of being into her from afar as a teenager.
Yeah.
But they have this history of literally hunting the supernatural together during the whole Victor Creel situation. So...
Also, he has a sister.
Do we really want to talk about that?
We don't have to. I'm just saying.
We should probably mention that this sister...
He has a sister that doesn't even get mentioned at all when we meet
stepsister?
Bob in the show.
Or adopted sister, right? Is that what it was?
It's a half-sister.
Half-sister. Yeah.
She's Patty Newby. Same dad, different moms, I believe. I don't know. We haven't seen the show.
I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
And we're not bashing the show. I want to make that perfectly clear.
Oh, when that hits Netflix, we're going to watch it.
We are not bashing the show. I still really want to see it.
Same.
I still really want to see it, but I want to look at it as a separate entity.
That's where I am too with this.
Yeah.
I really want to see it as something else.
Yeah.
That not canon, more like Tales from '85.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Because I have
Something
no
that I
issue
can
with that.
enjoy. Like, if I look at it separately, I'll be able to enjoy it more.
Yeah.
I feel like. I digress.
It's important. It's actually in
but these are
context
things.
right now.
I feel
This
like these are things
the
that
character.
there are things that are important
So,
because Bob had this as a sister, and like
she has a deep tie to Vecna.
Right, like she is in it with Henry. They have a relationship, so like why wouldn't Bob? Bob in the show knows very little for the Bob that they establish in the stage show.
Yeah, he's deeply oblivious.
Mm-hmm.
Which doesn't make
like two different Bobs.
Doesn't even make sense for the character because the character is incredibly intelligent.
Yeah. I feel like the only thing that matches up with Bob, show Bob and stage show Bob is the AV club stuff.
Yes.
That's like the only thing that is
and I think
consistent.
We'll talk about that a little later, but yeah he founded Hawkins AV. So
let's go back to
what I want to
season 2.
I want to summarize real quick because
sorry.
We have this baseline now. Bob in the stage show establishes a very different character, or not different, but a more knowledgeable character than what we have in the actual show.
Yeah.
And he does have a history with Joyce that season 2 ignores because they hadn't decided that this was the way they were going.
And technically has one with Hopper too.
Yeah, technically he has one with Hopper as well.
He has a established relationship with both of them, and he and Hopper don't really interact.
Yep. Now, I have a note after this that I think is very important and might actually get us some time talking here because Bob was right. He says they should leave Hawkins together. And if they did, it would have fixed everything. Because the further Will gets from Hawkins, the less he's controlled.
Yeah.
If they listened to Bob right out of the gate, we'd have no show.
No, there wouldn't be a show. I mean, she does sort of listen to him.
But that's later.
But it's not until season 3. It's season 3. She has that conversation with Hopper. I mentioned this last week when we were talking about Joyce.
Yeah.
She has the conversation with Hopper about when they're running from the Russianator. She has a conversation with him about leaving.
Yeah.
Because he finds out, I forget how he finds out, but he finds out and they have a whole conversation. Woo! Oh, we're still recording.
No, we're good. We're still recording.
Technical difficulties.
Difficulties. We're
good. They have a whole conversation about it.
Yeah.
So, like, yes, it's not right away, but it is the summer after this stuff happened.
Yes.
That she's talking about getting the ball rolling.
But if they had done it right away, season 2 wouldn't have finished the tunnels. And if I'm not mistaken here, the Mind Flayer wouldn't have pushed through the gate.
But when does he mention them leaving? Does he mention it
before Halloween?
Is it before Halloween? So it's
yes.
before the Mind Flayer goes into Will.
Yes. They have that conversation well before that.
Okay, so it's like, well, because Halloween is the second episode.
Yes.
So is it in this? Is it in like the begin? It might be in the beginning of the second episode.
Okay, so maybe it's not before Halloween, but it's before Will gets taken over.
Will gets taken over in like the end of the 3rd episode.
Yes.
Yeah. So, okay. So if they would have just dropped everything immediately after Halloween
and left with Bob Newby.
I mean, I don't think he meant like let's flee in the middle of the night. But
I think he might have. I think he might have.
He's a romantic like that.
He is a romantic like that.
Pack your stuff, let's go.
He's a huge dork, and he would do anything for that family. So you know what? Yeah, I do think so.
Okay. Because I was going to feel like it was a very small amount of time between those things happening.
At the very least, he would have been like, we're going on a road trip. We're going to go look around. And then, boom.
Okay.
At the very least. All I'm saying is listen to Bob, and you got less problems. Except, no, because listening to Bob is also what causes the biggest problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll let you take over.
He meant well. I mean, he tells Will, he gives Will advice about, when something is scaring you, just tell it to go away.
Yeah, in your dreams.
In your dream, yeah. But, like, not, because he's not privy to what is going on. And Will does it, and, well, we all know what happens to Will after he tells it to go away.
Yeah, the mind flayer isn't quite the same situation as Mr. Baldo.
Right, like, oh, you want me to go away? Okay, I'm going to consume you.
Or I'm gonna make you consume me.
Consume me. I hope you didn't. I hope you had a light breakfast.
Yep.
Because I'm coming in.
Oh God. Oof. Oof.
Anyway, but that goes with my note. He wants to. Oh, that's what "go away" meant. Yeah. I wrote "go away" in all capitals with quotation marks, and it just randomly, I didn't realize what it was about. But it's because he's so desperate to connect with her kids, because he wants to be a permanent fixture in their life.
He wants to be a stable presence for them.
And honestly, like, I feel like that's what she wanted too. Like, that's what they were alluding to.
That's what they were
with
working
the two of them this whole season, was that he was their father figure.
Yeah.
He is, as dorky as he was, because even Jonathan was like, yeah, he's kind of a dork, but yeah, he's fine. I'll go watch Mr. Mom with you. Like, right.
I think what we got from Bob was he felt like he was Will when he was a kid.
Yeah. Because he's only looking at it from the realistic, like the reality aspect, not the supernatural stuff that Will is dealing with, but he's looking at the loner aspect, the only having a couple friends, the being bullied, like that that was me. So
as bad as it is for Will, I bet it was worse when he was a kid.
Yeah. So he just wants to help.
Yeah, he comes over to the house
He just wants to help. He's got games.
He brings brain teasers to hang out with Will.
Right, because he's like, oh, well, Will's not feeling so good, so I'm going to come over and help. And Joyce is like, you cannot come in here right now.
You need to stay away.
And he's like, he comes in.
And he's like, no, this is going to be fun.
No, it's going to be fun. And then he sees what's going on, and he's like,
pirate treasure?
But he figures it out.
Goonies reference.
Yeah, like it literally it takes him like 5 minutes, not even, to figure out that all of the drawings on the it's a map.
Yep.
A map of Hawkins, like, and he can ping, like, he's in there and he's just like looking around like, okay, what did I get myself into? And then he's like, that's Lover's Lake.
Yep.
Immediately. And he helps them.
He doesn't know exactly he thinks it's a game, but
right. He doesn't know exactly what he's dealing with, but he's like, he inadvertently helps them figure out the tunnel situation.
Yep. And they go drive to it, and he's like, I guess I'm along for the ride. Yeah, let's do this. There is Bob Newby is a ride or die.
Yes.
Very much. They bring him up to speed on what's going on, and he's still completely in. He's like, I'm not going anywhere.
No. It's just, he's all about Joyce and the family, even after knowing everything. He's terrified, but he's happy to help.
Because all he wants to do is help.
Yeah.
He just wants to be there for who he considers already his family.
Yeah.
Such a good character.
I don't know what you have, but my next notes aren't
him giving Hopper shit.
Okay.
Do you speak basic?
Oh, Hopper's right, with the code.
What the hell are you talking about? It's code. He's the only person in the room who, like,
who
can
knows
use a
computer.
Mm-hmm. It's fantastic.
Yep. Because, Hopper, of course, is like, he's got that hero.
I'm going to shoot my way out.
Yeah.
And Bob's like, you're an idiot.
He's like, no, you're not. Yes, no, you're not. Do you know anything about computers? I don't think so.
It's not going to be push a button and then the doors open. Like, no, this is complicated.
It's complicated. He steps up.
He does.
Steps up to get him out.
So, that whole scene is so tense too. The entire.
Oh my god! The whole
thing of him trying, not only him getting there, but trying to get back out.
But and he had a feeling that he wasn't coming back up.
I wrote the same thing. He seems to know he's not going to make it.
Yeah, like. He gets them out, and then Owens is in there trying to get him out, and like he's talking to him the whole time at the fucking broom. Excuse me, sorry.
Yeah, right. I will also say, we haven't talked about Owens too much, but like this was another point in the show where I was absolutely certain that Owens was on the right side of things.
I kind of can't wait until we talk about Owens because I genuinely love Owens.
Yeah.
I genuinely love him.
It is I'm just going to say this and we won't elaborate. It is a travesty that he has no involvement in season 5. A travesty.
Yeah.
That's all.
But anyway, we'll get whenever we decide to talk about Owens, that's coming. But he deserves so much better. Bob did. Could you have imagined like that fun 80s season of fun 80s like season 3
if Bob was around? Yeah, it would have been great.
Oh my god. That would have been so fun.
He'd have played D&D with Will.
Yes, he would have.
They probably would have had a nice long heart-to-heart and it would have been good for Will's growth as a character. Oh, we don't rely on killing characters for our show. You killed the most likable person you ever put on the show. Second most likable person. You killed both of the most likable people you ever put on your show.
They introduced new characters, and the characters that got introduced are the characters that got killed.
Yeah, actually, when you put it like that, it comes across as very lazy.
Okay, though they killed Barb. I don't count Barb.
See, season 1, they were finding their footing.
Right, I don't count Barb.
That's a whole thing.
They introduced Bob. They kill Bob. Okay, they introduced Billy in season 2, but they kill Billy in season 3.
Billy worked, I think. But, like, it's hypocritical. That they were like, oh, well, we don't want to rely on character deaths to push our narrative. You do it every season.
Then, Eddie. Killed Eddie. And then I'm not discussing. Anywho, I loved Bob. I was so sad.
It was a very upsetting death scene.
Yeah, and then
and oh my god, because he makes it out, he gets away from the dog.
He's so
and he
close.
Smiles at Joyce, and he gets ganked.
Close, close. And then they don't even get to mourn him properly.
Nope.
Like, at all, because they are still... The stakes are still so high with everything else that's happening, because Will is still comatose with the Mind Flayer, and they have to figure out how to get that out of him and deal with the gate and the tunnels. We do get
Mike hyping everybody up.
Mike
hypes
Bob. Everybody up with Bob. Yeah.
It's like, do you know Bob invented Hawkins AV?
Mm-hmm.
None of us would be here right now. He was the
founder.
Friends.
Yeah.
He was the founder of Hawkins AV.
Yep.
He's like, we wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for Bob. But
he's hyping them up when like the adults are already gone. It's just the kids and Steve when he's doing that.
Yep. And then at the end of the season, we get the picture.
Yep.
The picture Will drew. Because Will's an artist. Because Will is an artist. Because Will's an artist.
Will's an artist. I mean,
he drew a fantastic picture of Bob Newby.
He drew all the tunnels, too.
Yeah. Yeah.
And even though they're kind of scribbles, they're really good.
They are. They are very good. But that's none of my business.
Bob Newby superhero.
Superhero.
Because he was a hero. If it wasn't for Bob, Joyce, Hopper, and Will all would have got.
And even before that, if it wasn't for Bob, our main cast of characters wouldn't know
each other. Because Bob started the AV club, and they're all part of it.
Yep. Now, it's not in the notes, but I'm going to bring it up.
Okay.
There is a comic about Bob.
Oh yeah, well we did an episode about this.
We did, The Tomb of Yubwen. Go back and watch that episode, because we talk about it in a lot more detail, but we're talking about Bob, so I'm going to bring it up. That comic does a lot to kind of solidify Bob's place as part of the Byers family after he's gone.
Yeah.
And it does a lot to show how he really did connect with Will. Because Will is the only one pushing for them.
It's for them to go searching for it.
Yeah.
In the middle of a snowstorm.
Technically speaking, couldn't we say that the Tomb of Yubwen took place right before the events of Tales from 85?
We could.
It works. It actually slots in.
It slots in.
So this is something that could still be considered canon.
Yeah.
I won't elaborate too much. We do have a whole episode on it, but of the list of Stranger Things comics that it's okay to skip,
don't skip this one.
Yeah, this one's not on it. Tomb of Yubwen is a good story, especially if you like this character.
Yeah, if you're a big fan of Bob, you should read it.
Yep.
We're big fans of Bob.
And also, it kind of makes sense why I know it's a Goonies reference when he's like, treasure map? Or pirate treasure? But, it also kind of shows you how it contextualizes him understanding the map of Hawkins. Because he's like, oh, I did something like this when I was a kid.
The cover of the comic is also very Goonies-esque, too.
It's like Goonies and Indiana Jones, yeah.
Well, Goonies, it was Indiana Jones for kids.
Exactly.
So, it makes sense.
But we get to see adult Sean Astin's face on an Indiana
Jones poster.
Which is pretty great. I don't know.
Mr. Clark is in that, too, isn't he?
He is.
Yeah.
Also talks about how great Bob is.
Yeah. Well, because, he is the teacher that's in charge of the AV club that Bob started. So, it's a small town. I wouldn't be surprised if they knew each other or were friendly with each other.
I probably should have gone back and read it again before we did this episode, but I think I'm going to read it again. I'm going to read it after this.
Okay. I mean, it was a quick read.
Yeah, it was a quick one, but it was good. So
because it's fun. It's not like Kamchatka.
There's no monsters. There's no powers.
No.
It's just the boys.
They're on a little quest.
On a quest, yeah.
Going on a quest. I don't have anything else.
Okay. So any final thoughts on Bob?
On
before
Bob?
we wrap up?
I mean, I don't think so. I just
I think it would have been very easy to skip Bob and not give him his own episode. And I'm very happy that we are.
Bob deserves his flowers.
Bob does deserve his flowers. I kind of wish, gonna bring up season 5 for a second. It wasn't necessary, but I do kind of wish that in all of, Will's growing up and becoming more confident, we had some kind of callback to the effect Bob had on Will.
Yeah. I mean, Bob is called back so
during
that because he's part of Joyce's trauma because they all show everybody's Vecna trauma and Bob is part of that, but Bob is he's kind of a through line a little bit, especially in season 3 with Joyce. We talked about it in Joyce's episode.
We did.
You see how she's putting on a good front that she's okay. But then when they show her, at home at night after her shift, she's sad.
She's just sitting there thinking about being with Bob.
Right. Like she's sitting there eating her her microwave lasagna or whatever with a show on the couch, and it flashes back to her and Bob sitting and watching TV on the couch and like laughing together and like he yes, he was only in one season, but he had an effect on her for most of season 3.
Yeah.
You don't see it in season 4, and then it gets called back in season 5.
But only for a second.
Only for a second, but it's enough. It's enough to show that he's not forgotten to her.
It's enough for Joyce.
Yes.
I would have liked...
I agree that it would have been cool to see, how he played a role in Will's life, because he did.
Yeah.
And they didn't interact a whole lot. Like, they had a few scenes together, but Will, like we talked about it, Will takes his advice. And Bob saves him.
He does. In the end, Bob is the reason they all make it out. Bob is the
reason that they're all alive and still able to fight another day, for lack of a better term.
And he does it without ever firing a gun.
Yep. He knows code.
He does it by being intelligent and caring.
Yep.
That's Bob Newby.
That's Bob Newby. That's Boobles Noobles.
Boobles Noobles.
Love Boobles Noobles.
Tops Blueby.
Tops Blueby.
Yep.
Tops Blueby. Is he the only character that has never fired a gun?
That is a good question. Well, Mike never fired a gun. He got the
flare gun,
but that doesn't count.
Mike got the flare gun. No.
A few of the kids never fired a gun.
The kids never fired a gun.
Yeah.
Did Steve?
No, I don't think Steve ever did. Did he? No, he had a gun at some point.
When?
He like, didn't he arm himself during the end, like the season 5 bit when they take the weapons?
they have
he
him
didn't
and
grab
Dustin.
A gun?
No, him and Dustin have the spears and the shields.
I know they have their spears, but I thought he like put one behind his back or something.
Think so.
I'm not sure.
I don't think so. But there's only a handful that haven't.
Steve might not have.
I don't think Steve has.
But Steve has also solved problems with violence.
Well, this is true.
Bob didn't.
No. No.
Bob was just a little more enlightened than that.
Bob.
It's very funny because we were just watching that 70s show. And whenever we say Bob, I'm like, I got 2 different Bobs in my head.
Bab.
Yeah.
Bob Pinciotti.
Hey, Midge, we should run from this Vecna guy. He seems like an ass. I feel like that wasn't bad.
Just wait, we're gonna be that 70s show podcast.
Yeah. That 2020 is about the 70s show.
Oh my god.
Anyway. Signing off from the Hawkins Hellfire Collective. I'm Zach Grubb.
I'm Devin Grubb. Dusty Buns gets it done.